Hi everybody, it's Rose Coleman popping in. It's Friday, time for Facebook Friday. Thanks for joining me if you're joining me live. It's bright and sunny here in Calgary today, so I've got my blinds shut and hopefully we can control the light in here. I'm super excited about what I want to show you today. Last weekend, I had my creative day getaway over at the Calgary, one of the airports nearby my house, and one of the hotels nearby the airport by my house. And it was an awesome day. The ladies came and we got lots done. We did paper crafting. We worked on our own projects. We had a nice lunch. We ended up staying till 9 o'clock. It was full 12 hours of crafting. So stay tuned. I will be posting my schedule really soon for upcoming days like that. So today what I have to share with you is one of the things I designed. I really love scrapbooking. That is probably how I started with Stampin' Up. I think that was the thing that I was most interested in. Card making is an instant gratification. And you see me design lots of cards. But the scrapbooking, I definitely love doing the traditional scrapbooking, the 12 by 12 background, that kind of thing. So I've had a lot of people ask me about my layouts and if they could get them anywhere across Canada. So I'm coming to you with my February layout that is actually only available till February 14th. So this is a 2-week special for this online free order. So basically I'm going to put together the layout on camera today, show you the scrapbook layout, and if you want to place an order anywhere across Canada, minimum $35 order with the special hostess code, I'm going to send you all the pieces you're going to see today on my video. And all you need to do is provide the stamps and the ink and your background whisper white. Okay, so I'm going to take all of the hassle out of scrapbooking for you and you get to do this complete layout. Okay, before I get started though, I have to do the draw, right? So if you share my video, come back to the comments and type share, and then I put your name in the draw for 2 prizes every week. So the first prize I have today is the Best Root washi tape. Okay, so 3 rolls of washi tape. And the winner today for that one, oops, got one person here, is Sonia De Silva. Sonia, I will put this in a mail to you, Sonia. I just need your mailing address so you can private message me. Okay, so the next prize that I have is, I was going through my retired stuff because I actually have the big sale tomorrow at the Dalhousie Community Center from 10 till 12. So if you're in Calgary area and you're in the market for any kind of paper crafting stuff, you definitely want to come to this sale because there's 10 ladies selling a lot of stuff, okay? It's going to be overwhelming. So much stuff and so many really good deals to get. So you definitely want to come out. But anyway, I was going through my retired stuff and I pulled out these pearls. I don't know if you can see them on the camera. Oops, and they have, I just dropped one. They have adhesive on the back. So this is the second prize today. So let's see who the winner of that prize is. And it is Jen Liu. Yay, Jen. I will bring these to the team meeting for you, Jen, when I see you this week. Okay. So let's get started. I'll flip the camera and I'm going to do some stamping first, and then I'll show you how all this comes together really quickly so you can actually do these pages on your own at home. Okay, here we go. Okay, flip you down here. Just bear with me while I adjust the camera. So what you see on the screen right now, all of this cut paper, this is what you're going to get in the mail in a cardboard envelope. So, you know, everything will be, so nothing will be bent, right? I'll send it in a cardboard envelope and all of it's done for you. It's all cut, ready to go. All the die cutting is done. All the punching is done. You get the doilies, you're going to get the ribbon. So you're going to get all of this ready to go. Like I said, all I can't do is send you the stamped images, and that is because it's a Stampin' Up rule. We're not allowed to send stamped images in the mail. So you'll have to do this layout, the stamps that you're going to need are, there's 2 stamp sets. You're going to need the heartfelt stamp set, this one right here, and the matching punches. Now this bundle is $61 when you buy it all together, and that puts you right at the mark for a free item. And this is the other stamp set we're going to use on the layout. So we're going to use both of these so you could you know, get this one for free when you spend $60. And you guys know I've been on here a few times with the Gangs All Mirror. Love, love, love this stamp set. It's so adorable. So these are the ones I'm going to show you today. We're going to get started and we're going to do some stamping. Okay, so I've got some scrap Whisper White and I also have 2 pieces of 3x3 Whisper White. So these will be in your packages and you'll just have to, everybody has scrap Whisper White, and so you're going to need the punches as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring in this dotted heart shape from the Heartfelt stamp set and my Memento ink. I got a lot of stamps open on my desk here. Let's just work with one at a time. Okay, so I want 2 of these hearts. So I'm going to stamp them on this long piece. I'm using black Memento ink, Tuxedo Memento, and then I'm going to pull in my Real Red classic ink pad, and I'm going to stamp from the Heartfelt, from my heart to yours in Real Red. Whoops. I'm just going to stamp that in the middle of one of these hearts right here. And I'm also going to use the Love You Lots from the Heartfelt. I'm going to stamp that in here. And I'll just move my ink pad off to the side. Bring my chamois in and clean those up because, as you know, I like to clean them as I go, so it's less work to do at the end of your crafting session if you clean as you go, right? Okay, so that's those 2 hearts. So let's bring in the punch. I'm going to use the solid heart punch. I'm going to pop these out. Just line those up and give them a little punch. There we go. Okay, now I'll just set those aside for a second. The other things that I have to stamp are these 2 3x3 squares. So I'm going to bring in the Gangs All Mirror. I just want to double check and make sure they're the same size. And I think they're not. So let's just double check that. Okay, this one was sitting on my desk. This is a piece of scrap paper, you guys. Okay, so 3x3 squares, that's what we need. So we're going to bring in the Gangs All Mirror, the group of the meerkats. Going to ink that up with Memento. And I'm going to stamp it in the bottom corner of this one piece. Then in my stamp set, I have kept a couple of these masks. So I've cut these out. I stamped them on Post-it notes and then I just cut them out. And then I'm just going to lay that on top of the meerkats. And I'm going to bring in that little cactus. And I'm going to stamp that on the right side, just kind of overlapping that one little meerkat. And then when I lift this up, it looks like the cactus is sitting behind him. So now we can do some coloring. All right. Actually, no, let's finish stamping first. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, the cactus, I'm going to stamp again on this square over in the corner. And I'm going to bring in the other little meerkat, the little one that's standing by himself. I'm going to stamp him right there. Okay, so I think, oh, I did actually use, this stamp set is from Dandelion Wishes. It says, I made a wish and you came true. So if you don't have that one and you get this kit, you can substitute and put something else up here, but I just thought this one really fit nicely with the pages. So I'm going to stamp that right there. Oops. And also from Heartfelt, I've got a little teeny tiny heart. Whoops. A little teeny tiny heart. Can you see that? Little tiny photopolymer heart. I'm going to stamp that just right off to the side like that. Okay. Happy Friday. Helena, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday. Thanks for joining me on your birthday. I hope you're having a great day out there in Kelowna. I hope the weather is good. All right, I'm just going to quickly clean these up and then we can get going here on the rest of my project. And I think that's, oh, I do have one more little stamp to do, but I'll do that after. We'll just do some coloring right now. Let's just cover up these ink pads. And I'm going to bring in my favorite coloring tools, as you guys know, the blends. I'm going to use soft suede for the ground underneath these meerkats here. Just a little bit. And on this one. And you don't need to go all the way to the bottom of the cardstock, just adding a little bit of dimension. All right, okay, so for the meerkats, I'm going to use, do I have two of the same? Yes, this is light crumb cake. So just gonna quickly color them in. I love blends. I mean, they are just so easy to work with, and you can go over the marking, your coloring time and time again and add more color. You can take color away with the color lifter. There's really no mistakes when you're using the blends markers, and they are absolutely my favorite way to color. And so I'm just gonna finish off these little meerkats. I like to keep them kind of lighter than, like, you could color them soft suede if you wanted to, but I just find their smiles and their little expressions stand out if you leave them a bit lighter. So, okay, so now let's bring in some Old Olive. I've got my dark and my light. So what I like to do is bring in the dark, and I'm gonna just put a little tiny bit of dark up top here and down the side of my cactus. I'll do that the same on this one. And then when I bring in my light Old Olive, I can go over that dividing line and blend that in and blend it out so that we're going from dark to light. I'll do that same on this one. So I just keep going over that line. There we go. There. So there's my coloring. This one might need a little bit more. There. Okay, so there's my little meerkats. You were hesitant to get the blends and resisted buying them. I so love them now. Working on acquiring the whole collection. Yes, I agree with you, Helena. They are amazing. I love them. They're my go-to for coloring. Okay, so I'm going to set all this aside. The one last thing that I did mention that I wanted to stamp on this is all going to come together in a second. I've got a little 1/2-inch strip of Whisper White, and I have a 3/4 inch strip of our red glimmer paper. And from the Forever Lovely stamp set, I Love Our Life Together. I'm going to put that on here. I'm going to stamp that without putting my head in the camera, hopefully. I'm going to try and stamp that on this 1/2-inch strip. See if I can get it. Hold it on. No, that didn't work. Flip it over, right? You always get a second chance with a piece of cardstock. 2 chances. All right, see if we can get this on here. I Love Our Life Together. Okay, there we go. That's good. Now I'm going to make a banner with this. So you can use the banner punch if you want to, or you can use your snips. So let me just grab my paper snips here. And you can come in here halfway in the middle and then cut from the corners, okay? And make your little banner like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the red. Cut up the middle and then in from the corners like that. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this together. When you're putting cardstock on top of glitter paper, you really want to use something strong like Tombow, because the glitter paper is like, you know, sandpaper, and it's hard to get things to stick to it. So be patient and just use Tombow and hold it down, and it'll be good. Okay, so there's my banner that I'm going to put on. It's actually going to sit on the top of this 3x3 piece. And I'm just going to trim up this little corner here. There. It was looking a little bit too long. Okay, so I'm going to bring in some dimensionals, and I'm going to put that up top. And I'll just put them here and here. And It's way too long, but that's okay because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it onto my project and then I'm going to trim it. So I want it to sit kind of like that. And then I'm just going to flip this over and snip it at the back. And now it's the right length, okay? One more thing on here, I want to embellish it with these little faceted, from my heart faceted gems. So I'm going to bring in my Tombow glue again. I'm going to put a tiny little dot. Whoops. Yeah, that's kind of tiny, I guess. I figured out what's happening with the Tombow when it wants to just like totally ooze out. I think it's the heat. If it's sitting in the sun and I take the lid off, it tends to ooze out. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyone else experience that? Or is it just me? So I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to turn this thing around and then pick it up and put it down onto the glue. And there. So that'll dry. I'll just give that a second to dry. Thanks, Lena. Just got your order with this stamp set on Wednesday. Excited to try it. Yes, it's a fun stamp set. I've used it so much. We're only like a month into celebration. There's going to be lots more projects with this one. Okay, so I've done all the stamping, you guys, for this layout. So let me show you now. I'm excited to show you how this all comes together. So when you get your stuff, you will be getting all of the pieces that I showed you at the beginning of my video, all of these pieces. You will just need to provide, let me back up here, the 12 by 12 cardstock, okay? So I'm going to do one page at a time, and bear with me for 1 second while I raise you up here a little bit, and then you can hopefully see more in the screen. So I'm going to put these off to the side, and we're going to do the left side first, and then we'll do the right side. Okay, so I'll bring in my 12 by 12 paper here, and this is the left side of my layout. Now, I wonder if you can see. Is it bright? I think it would be brighter if I open the blinds, but I think, is this okay, you guys? Can you see what I'm doing? Okay, so you're going to get a piece of designer series paper that measures 3 inches, and that's going to go on this side right here. So go ahead and put that down. And I'm just going to add some Tombow. Put this down here. Oh, no, I'm not. Sorry, I got glue on it, but that's okay. I want to show you. I'm actually going to lay this on here first. So I've got this real red ribbon, and I want it to go across my layout like this. And on the bottom of the layout, I'm going to, it's better to just lay things down first before you glue anything. I'm going to have these 3 doilies here at the bottom, okay? And you'll see why I'm doing this now. Because I want the ribbon to sit just above the doilies like that. And now I can go ahead and glue this down, because then the ribbon will be in the right place. There. I want the ribbon to be under the designer series paper. And while I'm here, I can go ahead and glue down my doilies. Just going to put a little bit of glue, because Tombow goes a long way. You don't need a ton of it. And wondering if you can see me. Did you miss anything, Lena? I don't know. Are you just joining us, Lena? I'm putting together my layout that you can get for free, all of the pieces to put together your own layout. This is my online scrapbook option. Until the 14th of February, you can get all of these pieces pre-cut and ready to go for you to do your own scrapbook page. Okay, so I've got a piece of real red cardstock that's going to go there, and I have a piece of designer series paper. This is all from the Heartfelt paper from the mini catalog. I've got 2 pieces of DSP. I've also got a piece of Flirty Flamingo. Can I hold that in the camera? That I have cut with the dies, and I've put them through the Parisian Flourish embossing folder. Saw everything, including my knees. Oh, my camera's not at the right angle, I guess, hey? Knees aren't supposed to be in the camera. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to put this down now, and we'll see how this looks. All right. So I'm going to stick the real red down first. And just line this up in the corner. There. And then I'm going to do the little one. How's everybody doing? Are you guys happy it's Friday? I'm excited it's Friday. And my daughter doesn't have school today, so she's upstairs. And we're going to go spend some time together after I'm done. So that's exciting. It's a PD day, Professional Development Day for the teachers. So I guess, you know, they need that too, right? All right, so I've got my 2 pieces of Designer Series paper down, the 2 rectangles. And then this piece is going to go in the middle. And like so. Just kind of make sure it's in the middle. And then in your package, you're going to have a red glimmer heart that I've punched out using this scalloped heart from the punch pack. And I've also punched out a white piece using the regular regular punch. So there's 2 punches in this punch pack, right? There's the regular heart and there's also the scallop, and they layer on top of each other just beautifully. So what I want to do is I'm going to stick down the white one using some Tombow glue. I'm going to put that onto the red glimmer heart and line that up. Tombow gives me a little bit of wiggle room so that I can line it up before it's completely stuck. And then also in your kit, you're going to get a little die cut with the word love. So you want to use a little bit of Tombow glue, and really guys, like the tiniest bit will go a long way. So I'm just going to show you how small of dots I'm using on here to adhere this bit of love down. Can you see that in the camera? Little tiny bit of Tombow glue. Hi, Tanya. Thanks for sharing. Okay, so that love is going to go onto the heart, like so. This is from Well Wishes, the Well Wishes stamp set, and the matching die has some really beautiful words in it. So now, while I've got my Tombow in my hand, I'm going to put 3 little dots on this heart because I want to put some of those faceted gems, which will also be in your kit. I'm going to put a few of those in there, and then I can go ahead with my Take Your Pick tool and decorate. Whoops, just drop them all over the place. Okay, so just pick up one, put it down onto the glue, and another one down here. Sometimes it helps to have something else because it sticks onto the Take Your Pick tool really, really well. There, like if you had your another paper piercer or your scissors, the corner of your scissors, right? So let's see, I'm gonna grab a red one here. I'll put that one down. There, that one fell down really nicely. Okay, there, just adding some bling to the title of my page. These gems go a long way, especially when you spill them all over the place. Oh my goodness. All right, let's pick these up and put them in the case and put the lid on. Oh my gosh. Look, there's more over here. They're everywhere. Thank you, Holly. Thanks, Pam, for sharing. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so this is my title of my page. Now, that needs to go on to dimensionals. So let me grab 3 dimensionals and put them on the back. Peel off that wax. Let's see. I don't want to lay it down, but I'll just lay it gently so that I can actually get the dimensional backings off. Okay. There we go. Let's put that down on the center of my little rectangle here. There's my title. Yay, love it. Okay, so now what I want to do, this ribbon is still not stuck down, you guys, but that's okay, but it's underneath this piece of DSP. So I'm going to flip my layout over now, and I'm going to come in here, and I'm actually going to use some Scotch tape You know, at the back of my layout, I find it's really helpful to use just a tiny bit of Scotch tape to hold ribbon in place. So I'm going to make sure that's straight. I'm not putting any adhesive on the front where the ribbon is, just because I want to do a faux bow. So it's only stuck at the back with some Scotch tape. So in your kit, you're going to get a small piece of ribbon like this. So now what you want to do is take this and you can slip underneath this big long piece and you can tie a bow or a knot. Okay, just a little knot like that. And then you can trim it. I'm just going to grab my scissors and trim. I'm wondering if you guys can see. I hope you can see. All right, here we go. Make that a little bit smaller. Okay, there. Nope, that's not the left side. It's not done yet. So the hearts that I just stamped and punched out, I want to put these on top of these little doilies down here. And also in your kit, you're going to get one of these hearts. Now this is from the Designer Series paper. And I don't know if you can see the shine of the real red and the Flirty Flamingo. So that's from this sheet of Designer Series paper. I went in with the punch and punched out one of these for you. And that's going to go in the middle there. Okay, so I'm just going to grab some more dimensionals and pop those up. I'll just put one on each one. So now this is ready for me to print a 5x7, or I mean, I can crop my photos. I could put probably a couple of smaller pictures up here. I could even put some pictures on the side. You could punch out pictures with your punches. The sky's the limit with this, but this is just your base. Okay, so that's the left side. Thanks, Valerie. So let's work on the right side now, because I always do my scrapbooking in a layout, right? Because when you open your album, you want to see matching pages. Every time you turn your pages, you want them to flow, right? So for this side, we've got more of that beautiful DSP. That piece is going to go right there. I might as well just glue these down as I show you, right? So this one has the diagonal stripes on the opposite side. And that's the other beauty too. You can flip this around and make it your own. You don't have to copy exactly like I do. You know, it's your layout. And you can make it completely your own. So that piece goes there. Then I think this is my favorite one from the whole suite. This one is going to go down here. I think this one is 2 inches wide. And that's just going to sit right there. Then I've got 2 pieces of the striped pattern that are going to go up here. So these would be perfect for 4x6 photos. So let's go ahead and stick those down. And I use the stripes, but I mean, of course, you can flip it over and use the hearts if you wanted to. I felt like I had a lot of hearts on the rest of the page, so I wanted to pull in that striped pattern. There we go. And my second one will sit right here. There. So I have now 3/4 inch squares that are going to sit down here. I have 2 in Crumb Cake and 1 in Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so I hope I'm not off the screen. I think you can still see me. I'm not used to making big, 12 by 12 pages. Usually I do cards, right, for Facebook Friday, but I really wanted to show you this as an option in case, I know some of my customers are scrapbookers and they are like, oh, I'm behind on my scrapbooking, so I thought this would be a great way to help you guys out. If you like my layouts and maybe you don't live in Calgary, you can't come to class, you could still get these layouts and put them together so quickly at home because all the cutting is done for you. Everything is ready to go when you open your envelope. All you have to do is print your pictures and stick it down, do some stamping, right? And you don't even need to use the same stamps that I did. Okay, so I'm going to put these down. These are my stamped pieces. Now these Whisper White pieces measure 3 by 3. So they're going to layer just nicely onto the 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch. So that one's going to go there, and these little guys are going to go in the other corner. And this one's going to go here. Now, the other thing that I want to show you is this piece. This is the Parisian Flourish embossing folder, and I actually put, hi Cheryl, hi Barb. I actually put ink on the folder and then ran it through. So it's Whisper White cardstock, but I ran it through with some real red ink on it, and this is the look that you get. So this one's going to sit right here in the middle, and that is going to finish this layout off nicely, I think. And this is ready for pictures. So what do you guys think? Here is my scrapbook layout for my online scrapbook class. If you're interested, this is available till February 14th, and I will post the hostess code, and you can order from anywhere across Canada. You get all these pieces cut and ready to go. One of your favorite stamps. Yes, it is. Mine too. I'm just going to flip you around. And, oh, I'm up really high. Let me just lower you down here. Whoops. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Hi, Melissa, my sister. Yay. Are you at work today? Watch me on your lunch break again. Or I mean your supper break. Thanks, Holly. So I'm excited to share different paper crafting with you. It's not always just cards, right? We've got to try all. The paper crafting can be used for so many different projects. Our stamps can be used for all kinds of things, and it's all about versatility. So happy Friday, everybody. I hope you all have a great weekend, and you'll come back and visit me soon. Take care. Bye-bye.